When you prepare your resume ahead of a job interview, what do you do if you have large gaps in between jobs? Good question. Randy Wood's the director of the Professional Center by Goodwill, here to explain what you do to kind of fill in the blanks. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I think it happens to a lot of people for a lot of different reasons, right?
Yeah, sure it can. I mean, few people leave a job voluntarily. It could be a trailing spouse or maybe caring for a sick relative or even your own health issues. But for the most part, if you're out of a job, it wasn't your doing.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't your choice. It was a layoff or a merger, acquisition, that kind of a thing. And I mean, we all need to eat. So what do? If you're out there looking for a permanent full-time job, a month, 2, 3 start to go by. So what are your options? And also, how do you depict it on a resume, and what do you tell people?
Yeah, how do you explain that sort of thing?
Well, first off, some of the options you might consider, one could be temporary assignments, contract basis, either through a staffing company or contracting directly with the employer, or taking a part-time job, or 2 or 3. So you've got those options. You could go back to school, maybe
That's
take
always
a
a good
class.
idea.
Yeah, I mean, a degree could sometimes be the difference maker. It could also get you up to date and current with technology. Big thing is volunteering.
Yeah.
Because especially if you can do it in a way that keeps your skills fresh, given what the nature of your normal job.
I think that's a real plus.
It's a huge one.
Yeah.
And I get to know you outside of the interview process. You become a friend. We have mutual interests.
Who knows what that could turn into?
Exactly. The whole thing is networking and getting out there. Now, how do you depict that on a resume? It's a little tricky to describe a visual when we're standing here, but one thing you can do is lump together your contract assignments and either call it contract assignments, or if it's the same job function, let's say customer service, or let's say administrative, you could lump it together by job title. You may have had 3 or 4 assignments in that area, but you don't want your resume to look like a checkerboard where you've got tons of jobs. You can also, when it comes to your resume, just make sure that you avoid putting the months on there and just stick to the years. That might help to round it a little bit.
What about during the interview? How do you address it, sort of thing?
I think you'd be honest with people. It's a tough job market. I don't care what they say on the news.
Yeah.
It's tough and it's competitive all around. So one way you could go is to say, well, look, I've had short-term assignments with the hope that they might lead to something permanent, but no guarantee. But just a lot of things you could also tell them that it wasn't something that you wanted to jump into the first job.
Right. You wanted to find the good fit.
You want a good fit, and you were in a position to be able to take that time. Maybe you volunteered in the meantime, but you wanted to go for the right position and not jump at the first thing.
I think any employer's got to kind of be honest with them, and have to respect, because they know the position you're in.
Well, it's tough. Look, and people want to work. And the reality is there are more job hunters than there are jobs available, good jobs that is. And so then you've got to just weigh, you've got to eat versus how do you picture it on a resume. Just a lot of variables in there.
I think all of this, though, gives you an intelligent way to not only depict it on the resume, but talk about it, and it comes across as a win for you instead of what did I do?
And it doesn't make you a bad person or wrong. You're dealing with the cards that are dealt. And that's the thing. Hey, just real quick, we have monthly group events. If somebody would like to take part, they're all free. Just send the resume. We'll take a look at it and give them a call back.
Hey, that's a great way.
Stuff. We do it every month.
But it's a great resource. And again, no charge there. So you can get in touch with Randy by calling 336-464-0516 or drop him an email. And he said, put your resume, attach it there, and you can reach him, Pro Center at Goodwill NWNC. Again, that's Goodwill of Northwest North Carolina, but .org, and just drop that, as we said, an email there and attach your resume to that too.